Cool. All right. What's going on? This is the AskASwimPro show. My name is Ksebati, co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro. We are in Hangzhou, China at the FINA World Aquatic Convention, and I am joined by Rókur of the Faroe Islands. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So we're at the FINA World Aquatic Convention. How would you describe what that is in your own words?
It's the most important is it's all countries of the world, all swimming nations of the world gathered in one place to have some talks and most importantly maybe look at the interesting new gadgets and stuff, what the technical developments that are. That's what I'm interested in, at least.
Yeah, and
there's been some good clinics also.
There's a coaches clinic. So what's your favorite part about so far about the coaches clinic?
Well, I thought the talk today, the Canadian guy talking about how they have developed, how they moved from I don't know if I dare to call it a crisis. They were doing quite good, but how they've been able to develop their programs.
Transform
that was
over
very
time.
Interesting to listen to. Yes.
And then moving forward, we have the World Championships coming up, short course.
And I should just point out that I was very interested in the speech that Peter Andrew had about Michael Andrew, who is a sensation, especially because of his special program.
Yes. So Michael Andrews here competing at the championships. How many athletes do you guys have?
We have two. A girl, 200 backstroker, and a boy who swims the 1500 freestyle.
Okay. And so you're the president of the federation for the Faroe Islands. So tell us about Faroe Islands and all that.
Faroe Islands is 50,000 people living way up north in the North Atlantic, right between Norway and Iceland. It's cold, but never really cold. We are in the middle of the Gulf Stream, so we have about 7 degrees Celsius. Oh, sorry, I don't know what
Celsius
that is
works.
in Fahrenheit. Yeah, we have cold every year round,
Okay.
but also in the summer and the winter. Never freezing, but never warm.
And as a federation, give us a state of the industry. What's happening and where are you guys looking to improve and grow?
We are doing quite well. We are part of the Nordic group, you could call it, Nordic Swimming, and there have just been the Nordic Championships in Finland, way up north in Finland, where we won a silver medal and a bronze, and we are proud to be able to medal again and again regularly against quite strong swimming countries like Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Norway. So we're doing quite well, but of course in these surroundings here we are a little bit learning still. But we have had one world-class swimmer, Paul Johansson, who won bronze at the World Short Course in, I should know this, Istanbul, I think it was. But he has also been 3 times silver medalist in the Europeans. So that was that was our peak. He's behind us now, and we hope to get the next one.
What benefit do you see in participating in a major international competition to have the flag?
Actually, this is, I would say, the best example is this Paul Johansson, our guy. I was actually criticizing that we should compete at all back in Melbourne 2017. I managed to tell it just before the big sensation, you would say, that I said, why are we going to the World Championships? I mean, we have no place there. We will not medal. But exactly at the Melbourne 2007 World Championships, Paul got the bug and decided to train like crazy to become a good swimmer. So this was in the spring of 2007, and in the summer of 2008 he won 3 European junior gold medals in Belgrade. Yeah, he just exploded. He took the year off to train. Just bitten by the bug. We have not seen it before, we have not seen it after, but I know that it's possible to. I mean, this kind of competition is a great inspiration also for those swimmers who are not really there at this moment.
So they might not make the final or win a medal, but the opportunity to compete and see it.
And the big inspiration of it all also. And if we should be a little bit cynical about it, many of them go here, feel very little, but they never feel little again in our normal surroundings. You say, for instance, at the Nordic Championships.
Yeah.
Then they've been here.
Having that experience.
Yes.
So what other benefits do you see of coming to an event that's of this level, and then going back home where it's not,
World
not
Championships
as
are. What we're struggling most with is the European Championships, because in the European Championships the level, the bottom level is very high.
Yeah.
So our swimmers typically position at the bottom, maybe a little bit. You could almost call it under the bottom, or we struggle to get a few places up from the bottom. That is our target there.
Yeah.
But here, you could. I mean, we are not at the bottom at least. So that is good for us at least.
And what advice do you have for the athletes who, they aspire? They saw 2007, and they're like, maybe I can do that.
I don't know. I think it's a big decision for anyone. Everybody who knows swimming knows that it's a lot of practice. And even Paul, when reflecting back on this decision of his, it's almost like he says he wouldn't do it again. It is
really hard.
It is really hard to be a top level swimmer, and you just, I mean, if you're not there, if you're not committed, then forget it.
So be committed.
Yeah,
You have to
absolutely,
be committed.
because it is even.
Yeah.
I have listened to the program of Michael Andrew.
Yeah.
I've heard him before, and I've had the speech back in Faroe Islands telling people that you don't have to train so many meters. You could train way more, less, but just really hard.
High
and then
intensity,
they say,
high speed.
I prefer the meters.
So you have to
that
train
was
hard if
one
you want to
answer,
swim
at
fast.
least,
Yeah, if you want to swim fast,
It's
you have to
hard.
train fast.
It's hard to train like that.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
but it is hard to be on this level. Yeah.
For sure. Tell me about the Swimmer Daily.
Yeah, I started. It was kind of a coincidence that I ended as a president of a swimming federation, because what I really started, I was a coach, and I thought that in the Faroe Islands there wasn't really a lot of publicity about swimming, so I started a blog in Faroese, and it's the leading blog for good reasons today, maybe. That was what I was doing. At some point, I thought that maybe I could do it in English. I'm not a native English speaker, but there's good help from Google and everyone.
Yeah.
So it's many years ago now that I started this. It was before I got into the federation that I started this English blog, Swimmers Daily, and it was serious. I was trying to make a proper blog back then, or site even, but then I got more and more. I was invited into the board of the Faroe Swimming Association, became the vice president, and then in 2014 I became the president. So by now I still run the blog because I'm a geek, a nerd, technology fixed guy. And I just feel that it would be sad to shut it down. But at this moment, it's most like a pastime. It's easy to, if you've done it for many years, I can make quick posts about this and that.
What are some of the coolest posts or most high traffic posts that you've put out?
Yeah, that is. It's also a learning experience. That it's not the posts that I would think were the biggest.
So what made
So
it?
I had one major peak about it was. I think it was a spoof video about a white shark swimming in some Melbourne harbor or something. That just went suddenly. I had
How many views? The servers. You took the servers down?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was a shared. It was an American-based server.
Oh,
so, it should be good, but it was really like shaky for a day or two.
Okay.
And then I had this terrible peak.
Oh, you had a peak. Well, that's a good thing. You want
For
people to
many
visit.
months, But that one, and there was also that time. I don't know, Natalie Coughlin, when she was body painted at one point. In the other side of the old, that also tends to be up. And what I'm more proud of was that there's a post about drowning prevention that keeps every year around summer. It just goes up again every year. And so, but it's mostly what I post is mostly I feel by now that the focus of this site is to have this. If a swimmer has had a hard practice or something and needs to just see something funny about swimming, as an old coach, also I would like to tell, there's good in swimming also. So it's a perfect post. Yeah, I mentioned that to you earlier. A perfect post to me would be something silly like Ian Thorpe bombing a weather report or something. If he just walked in on it or something, and it's, whoa, what happened here? That would be perfect. That would be exactly the material for Swimmers Daily.
Where do you think, and this could be related to Swimmers Daily or not, the sport of swimming, as a fellow swim nerd, where do you see the next 10 years of the sport in any perspective? What are you most excited about, intrigued, interested?
Well, yeah, there are things happening at the moment that are interesting, as we all know, and that I steer clear of my side, because now I have the inside knowledge that I just kind of split them in two. But it is exciting. The whole shake-up of the swimming is exciting to see. There is coming money into swimming, and like we have money. Never seen it before, and there are swimmers who are more what do you call it, business centric. Yes. So that's good, but also the technology for us, possibilities. Yes. Even in Faroe Islands, I felt that, I don't know if it has been spoken so much about, but in the old days the Americans would be, you guys would be the best. And I believe that it's because you could see swimming. You could actually see your stars. And we were out there reading the books about, if we should know about an S-stroke or something, Mark Spitz, it was from a book without illustrations.
And now technology and video has democratized.
With video, it got out everywhere. So everybody can be at home studying how the good swimmers swim. And by now, with, for instance, the Tritonware system, which we have invested in, we see a total new possibility to, with one coach on deck, still together and data on all swimmers, which is really, really good. So I'm sure that swimming will be even faster.
Swimming will, so it won't stop. It will keep getting faster.
Keep getting faster.
Do you think we'll see world records at this World Championships?
I hope so.
How many do you think, if you had to pick, how many world records are going to be broken?
No.
Just give me a guess, a range. Is it going to be 1 or 2 or 10 or 20? I mean, where do you think?
I would say 6.
6.
Yeah.
6. We heard it. 6 world records. With that, we'll keep an eye on those world records at the FINA World Championships. But we are in Hangzhou, China.
I'm in trouble now.
Well, no, we'll see what happens. We'll see. If maybe 6 would be amazing. I'd love to see 6 world records. If we have 0, they'd be like, okay, we'll move on. If it's more than 6, that would be a lot.
Yes, then we're happy.
We'll see what happens. But that's us signing off here in Hangzhou at the FINA World Aquatic Convention. Ask a Swim Pro show. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.